Welcome students. In the last class we saw some theory. Today we'll see some problems on labor cost.
Now we will see some of the complicated problems on labor cost. A skilled worker of MNT Limited is paid a guaranteed wage of 30 per hour. So this is R. The standard time per unit produced is 4 hours. So S is 4 hour. A machine man has been paid wages under Rowan incentive plan and he had earned hourly rate of 37.5 per hour. That means as per Rowan, you calculate the total wage and divide by total hour. This is the effective hourly rate he has earned. What would have been his total earning and effective hourly rate if it was Halsey's incentive plan, 50%? So we have recorded the data. Here, they have never given what is the actual hours work. So we have to first find out. How we will find? You know the equation for total earning under Rowan, which is HR, which is time rate, and S minus S, H divided by S into HR. Here H is unknown, so you keep it as per the equation. Total earning, we know he has been paid 37.5 per hour. So we will multiply with total hours, you will get total earning on the left hand side. On the right hand side, this is your H into R, 4 minus H, that is S minus H divided by S into HR. You divide both the side by H, so this H will go away. So you have 37.5 is equal to 30 plus 4 minus H into 30 by 4. To simplify the equation, let us take the 30 on the other side and this 4 by 30 will come as on the left hand side. If you solve this equation, you will get H is equal to 3 hours. Now next is, they are asking what is the effective hourly rate if it was Halsey's incentive plan. So Halsey's incentive plan equation is HR plus 1 by 2 S minus H into R. So now you know all the parameters. If you substitute all, you will get total earning and divide by 3 hours, you will get the effective hourly rate. So the same thing is shown here. The total will be 105 rupee divided by 3, he will get 35 per hour. So from the employee perspective, it is in his best interest to go with Rowan incentive plan. We will take another simple problem on Rowan. A worker has time rate of 15 per hour. So this is nothing but your R. He makes 720 units of component in a week of 48 hours. So the hours worked is equal to 48. Output is 720 units. Standard time 5 minutes per unit. Standard is 5 minutes per unit. What is his total wage including Rowan bonus for the week? So first we will write the equation for Rowan. So in the case of the worker, I cannot directly substitute in the equation. Why? The reason is very simple. H and S, I have to calculate savings, but they are not in the same units. So here standard they have given 5 minutes per unit. So that means I have to convert the standard into hours. How do I do that? Some simple mathematics. So standard they have given 5 minutes per unit. For 720 unit, how much time it should take? 720 into 5. So this is 3600 minute. So if I converted this into hours, it will be 60 hours. So the standard will be 60 hours. So now I can substitute in the equation H is equal to 48, R is equal to 15 plus S minus H is equal to 12 divided by 60. Then multiplied by H into R, which is 48 into 15. If I solve this, I will get 864. So his total earning as per Rowan is 864 rupees. So let's see a problem on labor cost. Ramlal works in a factory where following particular supply. Normal rate per hour. So what is this? This is nothing but R. Normal piece rate. 20% more of time rate. So 1.2 R. Expected output 20 units per hour. So this is the standard. Ramlal produces 127 units in 8 hours day. So this is actual output, correct? And this 8 hour is nothing but actual hours. H. Calculate his wages for the day on time basis and piece basis. So time basis is pretty straightforward. So number of hours worked, so that is nothing but H into R. That is the rate. So what is this? This is his earnings. So H 8 into R. R is 1.5, correct? So this gives us a total of 12 rupee. So this is very simple to calculate on time basis. Now piece basis. Piece basis, what does the question say? Piece basis also very easy only. So piece basis, what you have to find out, earnings is equal to pieces into piece rate. Piece rate is not directly given. So that means you have to calculate piece rate. What is the information given with respect to piece rate? NPR, normal piece rate, is equal to 1.2R. 1.2R. This is equal to 1.2 into 1.5. That means 1.8. This is not yet per piece basis. We have just converted the normal piece through normal rate per hour. So piece rate will be NPR divided by standard pieces. So standard 20 units per hour is produced. So that means 1.8 divided by 20. This will be 9 paise, or we can put it as 0.09. So now we can apply this formula. Earning is equal to actual number of pieces is 157 into 0.09. So this gives us a total earning of 14.13. So we will see a problem based on the Taylor, Merrick and Gantt's plans. So here is the problem. Three workers, Sham, Janak and Bhagwan, work in a factory. The following particulars apply to them. What are the detail? So the normal rate per hour is 8. Piece rate is 6 per unit. Standard output 2 units per hour. In a 40-hour week, the production of the workers are as follows. Sham 50, Janak 80, Bhagwan 120. Calculate the earning of the workers under Taylor, Merrick and Gantt. So if such a problem is given, it is very easy to solve. So first you have to prepare one small table. So you prepare such a small table, then capture the inputs. Sham, what is the output? 50 unit. Janak is 80 unit. Bhagwan 120 unit. Now we will see standard output is 2 unit per hour. So that means if they have worked for 40 hours, so the standard output should have been 80. So I'll write it as standard is equal to 80. So based on this, now we will see whether they are efficient or inefficient. So the Taylor rule says only two things. If they are efficient, they'll be paid X. If they are inefficient, they'll be paid Y. So we will see what are they. So efficiency here is inefficient because it is less than 80. So 80 with respect to Janak, standard is 80. So he is also efficient. Next, Bhagwan is efficient. So what does the rule say? If he is inefficient, he will get 80% of piece rate. And in the case of Janak and Bhagwan, they will get 120% of piece rate. Piece rate is given in the example, which is 6 per unit. So therefore, piece rate applicable will be 6 into 80%. So 4.8 in case of Sham. In case of Janak and Bhagwan, it will be 1.2. It will be 1.2 into 6, 7.2. And in case of Bhagwan also, it will be 7.2. Now to calculate total wage, it is very easy. So pieces multiplied by, so to calculate total wage, it is easy. You have to do pieces multiplied by total number of units. So in this case, output is 50 and piece rate is 4.8. You will get 240. And in case of Janak and Bhagwan, you will get 576 and 864. So here the cost per unit you need not separately calculate because it is already you have calculated here. Now let us prepare similar table for Merrick also. So output is captured here. Now efficiency, again he is inefficient. These two are Janak and Bhagwan are efficient. Now we have to recall the rule for Merrick. If he is inefficient, he will be paid piece rate. If he is efficient, if his efficiency is greater than 100%, so he will be paid 1.1 times of normal piece rate. So in this case, if you calculate the efficiency, so 80 divided by 80 comes 100%. Hence, he will get 110% piece rate. If it is greater than 100%, then in the case of Bhagwan, he will get 120% piece rate. So now you have to calculate the piece rate applicable. Sham will get 6, Janak will get 6.6 and Bhagwan will get 7.2. Total wage is calculated by multiplying number of pieces with the piece rate. So here you are getting different rate. Bhagwan is almost getting the same, but Janak and Sham they are getting different wages. Now let's take case of Gantt's task bonus plan. Again we have to see whether they are inefficient or efficient. The rule is already here. And what the rule says with respect to Gantt, if he is inefficient, then he will get time rate. And if he is 100% efficient, the person will get 120% of time rate. Only if he is greater than 100% efficient, he will get 120% of piece rate or high piece rate. So time rate is applicable in the case of Sham and Janak, whereas piece rate is applicable in case of Bhagwan. So time rate, normal rate per hour is 8. So 8 per hour multiplied by they worked for 40 hours. So he will get 320. In case of Janak, he also worked for 40 and time rate is 8, but there is also premium of 20%. In case of Bhagwan, he will get a piece rate of 7.2. So the total wage rate will be, so here if you calculate cost per unit, you have 320 divided by 50, 6.4. And in the case of Janak, it is 4.8. And in case of Bhagwan, it is 7.2. Here you can observe, even though Sham was inefficient, his cost per unit is higher. And Janak, even though he was at standard, his cost per unit is low. Now we will see a problem on bonus plans. Time allowed for a job is 48 hours. So record this data. A worker takes 40 hours to complete the job. Time rate per hour is 15 per hour. Compute the total earning of the worker under following scheme. Simple problem, Halsey, Halsey, Rowan and Barth variable. How to do this? So first record the data. What all detail is given? So you have H, which is time worked, 40 hours. Then you have standard, which is 48 hours. Rate is given 15 per hour. With this, you can also calculate S minus H, which is the savings, 8 hours. So remember the formula. Earning as per Halsey plan. First, you have guaranteed HR plus half into S minus H into R. So if you substitute above data, so you will get 40 into 15 plus, I'll write it as 0.5 into 8 into R. So this will be 660. Now, similarly for Halsey-Beer plan, the same equation, instead of 1 by 2, you replace it with 1 by 3. So if you replace it with 1 by 3, if you replace it with 1 by 3, your equation looks like 40 into 15 plus 0.33 into 8 into 15. So this will be 640. Whereas it is tricky to solve the Rowan plan, you should know S minus H divided by S. So the equation for Rowan plan will be HR plus S minus H divided by S into HR. So in the S minus H divided by S, you will get 8 divided by 48, which is 1 by 6 into HR. If you substitute all the data into this equation, you will be getting 700. And the last one is Barth variable, where the equation of earning is R into square root of S into H. So this is nothing but R is 15 multiplied by square root of 48 into 40. So if you calculate this, you will get around 658.
So that's it for today on employee cost. In the next class, we'll see overheads. Thank you for watching.